It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, it's a rematch of last year's hard-fought AFC divisional round matchup, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins down to the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lines.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action. Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 46. Here's Cook again. Just a yard or two shy of the 30. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
59 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Bengals at 3-4 on the year coming into play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On second down, here's Mixon. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Now it's Burrow. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 27 yards, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals take over first and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction. But now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
It's Mixon on the counter. And a good burst there, gets him 7 up to midfield. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bengals 14, Bills 7.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
One, ready? 11.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. This complete to Jones. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards, it would appear, as they're able to convert on 4th and 5.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Burrow. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Cook up the gut. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On play action, Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball, deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Burrow now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 76 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. That is caught by Mims.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Mixon is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. That's Matt Milano firing in from its linebacker position. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
They're going to empty the backfield here, so you know this ball's likely to come out quick. They let the 4 outside receivers run deeper routes and then let the tight end just make a beeline across the formation. He's able to make the catch and turn it into good yardage and a 1st down.
Allen now on 1st down. They will find Davis. That's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Allen again. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Play action. Now it's Allen. Out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd down, Cook. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. They run again on 1st down, Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6. Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for him?
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown. T. Higgins with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Up the middle, it's Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Throwing on second and long. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Matt Milano, an All-Pro last year, in on the tackle. Now 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return, Deontay Hardy.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. Quickly into the hands of Mims.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Was that a design pass or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. A gain of 3, second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Pickup of 3 brings up second and 7 at the Bengals 43-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Allen going to change this at the line.
First down.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard, maybe a touch less.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun, it's Allen. Steps away to his left.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's DJ Turner who's got it.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
Now Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career. And that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that. And even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here's Allen to throw it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
This is caught. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense. And guys...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Bills 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think, looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Inside the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it.
Touchdown, Bills! Reggie Gilliam, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
42. Bills 28. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw a football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10.
They're trying to eat some clock with Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, Burrow. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Hardy set to return. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Shelling through the defense. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is. But that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Allen. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Logan Wilson.
There he goes, left side. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Denzel Mims, 35 yards. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jordan Battle.
And now the rookie's free. Still going. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. from 3 yards out. And the Bengals look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Logan Wilson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. The left side completion to Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a